What's up, guys? This is Punky J. I'm here to give you my thoughts on Anthony Kiedis from the Red Hot Chili Peppers. Now, this guy is one interesting dude. He's lived quite the life, but he's had a lot of ups and downs. He wrote in his book, Scar Tissue, there's a lot of fucked up stories in there. Being a musician and, growing up because his dad was a crack addict, I think, or he was a drug dealer. So he knew, a lot of famous people from his dad, and it's kind of interesting. I never read the book, but that's what I've heard, and I've watched a lot of interviews with him. But Anthony Kiedis, though, Red Hot Chili Peppers was my favorite band in high school. I remember wanting to be just like Flea and Anthony, and the funny thing is, I would wear the stupidest clothes. Like I was so retarded back then. I remember wearing like purple pants with tie-dye t-shirts and polos over it. I would wear the most fucked up shit, and I thought I was the bomb diggity. Like I thought I was so cool. Thinking back on it, I cringe a little. But at the same time, I was doing my own thing, and I think that's pretty awesome that I even had the balls to do that. And I'm surprised I didn't get my ass beat down either because I dress like a fucking fruitcake sometimes, like hardcore. And I went to school at this place called Kingwood High School, and it was just full of stupid jocks, just rich, cunty fucking jocks. I'm so surprised I didn't get my ass kicked. But anyways, yeah, that's what I love about Red Hot Chili Peppers, though, is they don't give a fuck either. They did their own thing. They're still doing their own thing. They just dropped a single that's, what is it? Sadness, is it Darkness? Dark Necessities, there we go. Yeah, it's an awesome song. Still got Flea doing his bass. Just amazing. They don't give a fuck. They'll do whatever they want. I love how they got that funky sound, mixing rock with funk. And they've got all these different styles in their music. It's beautiful how diverse they are, It's like bridging gaps between cultures, and that's just like the coolest thing you could do as a musician, Bringing people of differences together, because that's exactly what they did. A ton of Mexicans, Latinos love Red Hot Chili Peppers. It's amazing. I live in Houston, and a lot of Hispanics live here, and they love, for whatever reason, they love Red Hot Chili Peppers, and what's that one metal band? Megadeth. They love Megadeth. It's amazing. I'm not exactly sure why, but yeah, those are the two bands they go to. But anyways, going back to Anthony Kiedis, I've noticed a change over him in the years recently. I don't know what it is, but I can tell that something has kind of changed in him, and I've seen interviews where he just doesn't really seem the same. I don't know if age or something has played a toll in this, but yeah, the sad truth is I wouldn't be surprised at all if he still did drugs. I know he recently canceled a show, and I don't think it was because of the flu. I know they gave that as an excuse, but honestly, I think he was just overdosing on crack or heroin. But, it is what it is. I still think he's a pretty decent guy for the most part. But I will say this, though. He's probably somewhat of an asshole. Because I know for a fact, John Frusciante, their former guitarist, he would not have quit unless he had issues with Anthony, because they're in a very successful band, and you could tell John loved what he did. He loved it. And he said, as an excuse that he just wanted to do new things and try new stuff. But I know that's not the reason. It's because he hated Anthony. And why I know that too? It's because he didn't even fucking show up at their Rock and Roll Hall of Fame awards. Guys, what does that tell you? Anthony, he's just kind of an asshole, I guess, and he's just harder to deal with sometimes. But when you're a rock star and you go from nothing to something, that can affect so many people's egos. It's like they don't know how to, they know how to deal with it, but they let it go to their head so much. And I know Anthony Kiedis was one of those kinds of people. I actually know someone firsthand who was like that. He's a Green Power Ranger. His name's Jason David Frank. That guy is a dirtbag. I mean, just fucking scum. And he's one of those people who let the fame get to him, and it's a real shame that can happen to people. But Anthony Kiedis, I think he's somewhat of a good person. I still like his music. I still have respect for the guy. And he's given us a ton of good music. I mean, he's had 25 songs that reached the top 10 charts. What does that tell you? I mean, that tells you right there. I mean, he's one of the best musicians ever. One of the best bands was Red Hot Chili Peppers, and still is. So, anyways, guys, that's my thoughts on Anthony Kiedis. Stay tuned for more videos. I plan on doing more of these. I have a lot of different opinions on things like that. So, thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you next time. Take care.